everybody. So y'all was asking me, how to find shad and everything. So I gave it about a week and a half. I haven't had a chance to go fishing, and I was like, the weather's all changed. So basically this is the first time I went and got shad in about a week and a half. So it's just a nasty day. It's real foggy, just fixing to rain. I'm gonna fish as long as I can today. I'm in my home lake. I didn't want to drive way off and get into some rivers and stuff and then have to get turned around because of the rain or anything like that. So it's warmed up. I actually prefer to find shad whenever it's cold as you can handle it. They stay closer, they're deeper, they're just easier to get. Now then, I use, for the most part, a 6-foot Betts deep hole tape net. I use that primarily in the winter time because usually shad are deep. So it's a good net. I've caught a lot of shad in it. If they're shallow, I just got an old cheap Amazon net that I don't care to throw behind dams, in rocks, everything like that. I'll throw it anywhere. Stumps, don't matter. It's $50 net. I can get another one. I use a 5/8 inch mesh due to the fact I want it to sink fast. So what I'm going to do is idle around for a little bit. I've got my trolling motor already dumped down in the water. That way, I can let off the big motor, get on that trolling motor as quick as possible. I'm going to show y'all what they look like on the depth finder. Then I'm going to show you how I post up on them and get them. Hopefully this all works out. I don't know about the rain and everything like that. I don't know how long I can run this camera without no cage on it, but it ain't raining too hard yet. Hopefully it all quits here directly and it's okay. But anyways, I'm gonna get on the depth finder and start running around looking for some shad. Now, be honest with you, just because I'm out here all the time, I got a pretty good idea of what they're doing. So every day them shad move up into the shallows of the evening and feed. So the warmer it is, the more they'll be in the creek mouths. Now then, if it was 33 degrees, you'd find them in the river channel deep, but I think that they're gonna be in the creek mouths, getting ready to post up and go up in the shallows this evening. The water temperature is 47 degrees. I ain't seen that in a month and a half. So like I said, it's just like being out here the first time. But this lake's plumb full of shad and it's plumb full of channel cat. When we get our shad, we're gonna go after some channel cat too. So I will see y'all here directly. I'm probably gonna leave this camera going and use my other camera to show you on the dip net just because I got the audio on this one. Got to get my stylus out. My boat had drifted around so much I didn't even know where I was at. I haven't looked in a long time for any, but like I said, this is a going place right here where I'm at for them to stage up and feed. We will see. So I'm sitting in the main river channel right now. Okay, there. Let me find my stylus again. So here's the main river channel. It's the deepest hole in the lake right here. So them shad today is going to be posted up along this outer bank, I think. I don't know. Just because they go up into here, up this creek right here, and feed of the evening. They've done it ever since I was a kid. Ever since I can remember, this is where I come and get shad whenever it's like this. We'll just have to see. Like I said, I ain't been out here with them in a week or so. I will show you where I think that we're going to start running into them. So I'm going to angle to the left a little bit. It's starting to get a little windy already. That's good. That means it ain't going to rain much. So the end of the boat, the nose of the boat's right in here. Right here where these contour lines start is about where the shad's going to be. So it's about 100 yards in front of us. I'm going to get on up there. Like I said, I've already got my trolling motor down, ready to go. That way, when I see them, I can go ahead and get on the trolling motor and get them. I got my net out and ready. Everything's ready to roll for throwing for shad. All right. Hopefully them things are there. If they ain't, we'll go on somewhere else. I got a pretty good idea that they're gonna be. I didn't turn my depth finder on the way down here due to the fact I wanted it to be as original as possible. Wanted y'all to see it the first time just like me. So these are all probably carp and buffalo. But they all feed in the same place. These are probably bigger catfish down here on the bottom. That one probably ain't because of the hard signature, but that one probably is because of the soft signature. But they'll be laying below them shad anywhere you go out here. I like a little wind, that way I can spot lock that trolling motor right on top of them shad and throw. That way I get up, get around, and get on them. And they might not be, see how it's getting shallower? We're going up over that contour line. We're right in the mouth of that creek that I was pointing at a while ago. That creek comes right down the edge of this river channel right here. This is actually the mouth of it up here in front of us. But them shad hang out all down these contour lines right here. And they do that in every lake I've ever been to in the wintertime. Now then, these are probably shad, but they're scattered out. We don't want them. We're after a big old cloud of them if we can find them. Some bigger fish laying down there. But see how that's red right there? So them's hard signatures. So that's probably carp, buffalo. And then you got this softer signature. Now that could be a carp or buffalo too, but it could be laying off somewhere. You know, off the... I use it on 19 degrees so I can see what's directly underneath the boat. I ain't worried about what's off to the side. I'm worried about what's right under the boat. See, we're starting to get into a few shad. We ain't gonna jack with them much. Quite a few of them there. And they're bigger shad. Them could possibly be crappie very easily. Now then, we've gotten out of the river channel. I'm gonna zigzag back and forth across them contour lines. See how we're getting back into fish? We're getting where it goes back off into the river channel. We ain't got the sun to jack with today. Come on, be some shad there. Still ain't enough to throw a net at. Them's probably, like I said, crappie or something else. Now then, we're getting into some shad. See the bottom, it's 24 foot deep here, but you're looking at top, there's 18 foot right there. So that's what, 6 foot of nothing but solid shad right there. It's even, they're so thick down there, it's even showing them as the bottom now. So I'm gonna flip back around. These are shad suspended. I'm gonna put her in down scan so you can see the individual fish. See, them's kind of big. I don't know. They're probably bigger shad. They haven't killed off in here yet. See how I'm getting out in the river channel, I'm getting away from them. So I'm gonna go back down here where I went into the river channel and get on the back seat. And like I said, I've already got my trolling motor down, and then I'm gonna go right back through them, and when I get at the thickest place, I'm gonna throw the net on them. If I was in great big water, I would have marked them on my sonar. So I'm gonna kill my big motor. I'm right below them shad. The wind's coming in perfect. And I'm just gonna use my trolling motor and circle back through them. I'm gonna get on the back seat back here. Get net ready. I've done and got it mostly ready, but I'm gonna get it up, get it ready, and show y'all how I cast a net. I don't know if you can see my head or not. I just looped that long rope up in my hand. I make sure it's all straight. I keep it pretty well ready in the bucket. Then I put my hand about a third of the way down like that. Grab the top of that net. And then I just take the lead line, run it over my hand. This is the reason why I cast a little net, is so I can throw this thing as quick and accurate as possible out of the back of the boat. And another reason why I throw a little net is because most of the time when I'm hunting shad, they're grouped up by the thousands, so they ain't no use in getting more than what you need, especially today, because they don't freeze worth a crap. Now then, I got everything straightened out. I've got my phone instead of my trolling motor remote. I'm gonna turn back into them shad. They're actually flipping a little bit out there. I'm gonna sit here and study I wished I had more hands, but I'm gonna sit here and study this depth finder until I run back over that group. And I know when I get over them because my transducer angle is such that I know we're right underneath the boat. Like I said, I want to know what's right underneath the boat. I don't want to know what's outside. I'm just zigzagging across that contour line like I was doing with the big motor. But I don't think I've made it up to them yet. Like I said, I wished I had another hand so I could have this camera on the depth finder. We don't need very many today because we're just going to be channel catfishing in this lake. I think we're about to get to that. Yeah, we're getting into the school now, starting to. There'll always be a few stragglers out around them schools. Few smaller schools, and you know it when you get into the main school. All right, I found them. I turned the trolling motor off, and I'm gonna spot lock it. Make sure that it calms down before I throw the net. All right, I'm gonna give her a wing. I'm just gonna spread her out like that. Make sure it opens real good and let her fall completely to the bottom. There's not a lot down there, but you can see the variation in the bottom right there. See, that's all shad we passed over, and we're on the outside of the school, and they're right on the bottom. And then go to reeling her back in. And then that's what you get. That's enough to fish channel cat today. And that's all we was after. Let's see how many we got. My net was hung up on something down there on the bottom. See, I'm gonna cut them for channel cat. Like I said, I didn't want too many. Because they don't freeze worth a crap. So we got 6, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Same thing, I'm gonna go down this river channel until I find a big ball of shad, and then anchor up on them and catch channel cat. All right, guys. So we got shad all across the bottom down there, and we run out of them. We got over into the shallow end of it, but I'm gonna go back through them anyway. I don't know if y'all can hear me very good. I ain't got the audio on my other mic going. Hopefully the wind noise ain't too bad or anything else. But we got a big old batch of shad right across the bottom with great big old fish laying under. So this is what we've been looking for. Now then, I've got to get posted up on them somehow. See how that's all shad right down there? And it's just plumb full of big fish underneath them. That's the kind of place that we've been looking for. Blowing opposite of the way the current's going. I'll figure it out. I was just gonna let y'all see what I've been looking for. And I bet you that is loaded down with channel cat. Now then, if I was after blue cat tomorrow, right here's where I would throw a net. I would spot lock the trolling motor and throw a net in there and fill it up. Fill it up plumb full of shad. You see how the actual bottom's way down here, and then you got the top of it. That's just solid fish in there. See, just solid fish in there, and that's shad. So I gotta figure out how to get on them, but right here's where we're wanting to be. We're gonna catch some fish on this set. I'm pretty stoked. But the wind has switched on me and got out of the wrong direction, but I think we'll make it work. So that big pile of shad's right there behind the boat. I had to put the big anchor down back here and tie it off this corner and stretch it out there and put the little anchor off the front of the boat. But it don't matter, because I think I can hoss these channel cat around that anchor rope, and we're already got fish on. So that's why I'm saying when you find them, it happens pretty quick. I'm surprised he bit that quick, but they are here, and they're gonna be here. Anytime that you can find them shad that thick, that's where the fish are. Left-hand post getting a bite. We'll just sit here and catch the fire out of them. I did not know that ball of shad was here. Because it's been, like I said, that it's been a week and a half since I've been up here. Now then, if it don't rain us out to where we can keep on a filming, we'll be all right. I got my rain jacket. I might have to I don't know, we'll see. Gotta get my dip net out. Now I've got slack in my line. And I didn't want slack in my line because I didn't want that to get around that anchor rope, but I think he's gonna dodge the anchor rope. It's not a very big one. I'm gonna throw him back. I don't know, I'm after a mess of fish. That's about right to clean. I keep forgetting that I'm here to throw them in the bucket, not to I think both of them poles I got out right now is getting a bite. Very rarely you catch one that small out here on shad. You'll catch them on worms that small, but all three of them posts getting a bite right now. No. I don't know which one to go after. That one was evidently not hooked. I can't believe it's getting foggy again with this wind. Doggy's a pulling drag. I need to check the drag on this thing. He's a pulling drag, folks. He's a drag puller. Not much of a drag puller, but he was sure pulling it. Another 3-pound beautiful filleted channel cat. He'll make a beautiful fillet. I need to check the bait on them other two. Because they have quit getting bites. My glasses is getting all mystified, and had checked my camera, make sure it wasn't mystified. Dog, I tell you what, he's going down there in that anchor rope. Ah. Boat flipping 3-pound channel cat on ultralight. Another 3-pound channel cat. Good fillet, good fillet, good fillet. We'll make a filet-o-fish out of him. See what I mean, guys? When you find them, you know it. I thought that fish was hooked. It ain't gonna be long till I drop down to 2 poles. I kind of think this is just a hair bigger of a fish, not no monster by no means. But I think he's a little bit better than them other few I've been catching. No, he was just all tangled up. He's smaller. Still a nice fillet. If nothing else, guys, this is always fun on these little rods. And good eating in the wintertime. See, there's no boat traffic, so everything that's settled down stays settled down. And them fish are more apt to eat live stuff in the wintertime. And the water don't stagnate. There's more, you know, this is pretty much spring-fed lake. So, well, they've slowed down. I'm about ready to move. Now, I can feel that fish on there directly. I got him for now. That other pole. So what I done on him is I picked it up, let him do his thing, and then just reeled on it. Like I was reeling on it in rod holder. Another 3-pound channel cat. God dog it. That's what you don't want to do. But I think they're biting, and I done it again. But I think they're biting such that it don't matter. But I need to get this fish in the cooler. See, when they hit it good, they hook themselves. I ain't gonna say whether this is a better one or not due to the fact that I said that a while ago and there's wrapped up around my line. Sometimes you get those little ones caught out and you do get bigger ones. But I do think this is a bigger fish. It's no monster. Whoa. And then he does that, makes me think that he ain't all that big. Stay out of that anchor rope for sure. See, a big fish will never go down and pull like that. They will, but you can just tell the difference between a big fish and a smaller one. That one was just active. It's bigger than what we've been catching, but it might go 4 pounds, maybe 5. Biggest one of the day so far, good one. 5-pound channel cat. The wind's kind of switching directions. Of course, as long as it stays in that general direction, it won't hurt us too bad here. Of course, we only got to catch 4 more, I think. I need to count. We have 6. Yeah, 4 more. All right, we got to get to catching. I try to hook those shad right through the backbone. If you don't, then you lose bait pretty quick. These channel cat, they got such a hard beak on them that they rip on it 2 or 3 times and then it's gone. It's bad. I got a pole sticking up out here that I had forgot about. And now I got a mess. And a big backlash. Bad backlash. That'll never come out. So what you do in a backlash is you yank her out till she gets tight like that, and then reel her in with your thumb on that spool like that a few strokes, and let her back out. Sometimes it comes loose. Yank her out till she gets tight, and then reel your thumb on that spool. I don't think this will ever come loose. And then again, it might. It's doing good. That's something I don't do very often, is make a mess or a backlash. But that pole was back there and I'd forgot about it. And I hooked it. And that backlash come out. So like I said, you just reel her with your thumb on it and then yank her back out. That had a fish on it right there. I was hoping that was number 7. Well, I was sitting there jacking that backlash. Alright, I'll reel this one in and check bait. I can pretty much bet you if they sit out there more than 5 minutes without no bite right here, they ain't got no bait on them. And I just stick that hook right through the backbone like that. Force it through. Make sure there ain't no scales on the barb or the hook point, and off you go. Try not to hit this other pole back here. Multitasking. I gotta do some battery changing. That might be the trick. Might just let them go down with it and then reel up on it like he was reeling it in the rod holder. I believe they are starting to get a little bigger. Yeah. That thing down got all wound up and everything. Crises averted. I'm gonna change out the batteries. I don't know. I like 3 more having my limit. Well, guys, I'm messing with these cameras, and I think I got a fish on. And he come off just as soon as I picked the pole up. That fish had been back there tugging on that thing for the whole time I was messing with them cameras. That's generally how it goes. I'm gonna rebait everything anyway. And I'm gonna go, since I've only like 3 having my limit, I'm gonna go to all head pieces. That way they don't take my bait near as bad. I got the confidence to leave it there after they bite it. I don't know how long it's gonna be before it starts raining. Now then, if we get a bite, then we can leave them down there. See, they won't get hooked and it's like that neither. I know it's getting windy as all get out. I see by that being a headpiece, I can just leave her right there. That thing come off. Jesus Christ. And I might not never get my limit like this. I was having real good luck hooking them there for a little bit. I got him. Jesus Christ. Still a good fillet. Like I said, guys, you handle them big ones like we catch in the big rivers. Them look like small fish. Well, that's a 1.5 pound, 2 pound fish. Good eating size. We're about to get a mess. I'm probably gonna give it 5 more minutes and then call it. Because I don't need 2 more fish enough to get all my camera stuff wet. Well, guys, I will see y'all the next time. Y'all seen how I get my shad? I'll come out here on a clear day when I ain't so worried about the rain, and I'll show you how to get a bunch of them for when I go blue cat fishing. I just, in case it goes to raining hard, I'm gonna call it, and anything you see after this is just the next 5 minutes. Because I think it's gonna go to raining. That's the only camera I'm worried about. The one on my chest will be all right.